Welcome to China. We're glad that you are here. We're thankful you've traveled for both fallen meals. Now sit back, relax, and please turn off your ringers. We want to make sure that you won't miss the singers. To the Emperor's Palace we take you tonight. Truly, have you ever seen such a sight? Ah, here they come. They're making their way. Get your cameras ready and enjoy your stay. Long ago in the land of China, a great emperor lived in a beautiful porcelain palace, so delicate and brittle that anyone who touched it had to be especially careful. The palace was surrounded by a magnificent flowering garden, so large that even the gardener could not see how it extended through the evergreen forest to the deep blue sea and over the shining hills to the beautiful imperial city. Nightingale? What Nightingale? The emperor, like most emperors, was exceedingly rich of wisdom, but woefully poor of patience. Is it true that there's a nightingale living in my very own kingdom, and I don't even know about it?
It says here that the nightingale lives in the forest near the deep blue sea.
It is written here that she is perched upon a delicate branch of piney evergreen. This poem proclaims that the nightingale possesses the most glorious singing voice.
So glorious that even the poor fisherman stops to listen to her music before casting his net.
Is there truly such a bird in my empire?
I think so.
Well, imagine that, hearing it for the first time in a book. One thing to know more, the emperor called a meeting of the imperial court. Courtiers? The courtiers were among the most important and influential citizens of China. They were often called upon to advise and assist His Imperial Majesty. Members included
the imperial timekeeper, the imperial physician, the imperial music master, and the imperial chief of staff.
Courtiers, I've recently learned of a bird named the Nightingale, in which in these books that I've read, they proclaim it is more beautiful than anything else in my kingdom.
More impressive than the gardens.
More impressive than jewels? More impressive than the palace?
Apparently so.
I have never heard the name before, Your Majesty.
Well, it is my desire that Nightingale be found.
Yes, Your Majesty.
It is my desire that Nightingale be brought to me.
Naturally, Your Majesty.
And upon her arrival, she will be presented as a guest of honor at a spectacular court festival.
Of course, Your Majesty.
So, loyal courtiers, it is your assignment to locate this wonderful bird and escort her promptly to my palace. I can hardly wait to hear her glorious singing voice. Make haste.
We shall find her within the week.
No, within the setting on the sun on this very day, I intend to host the court festival tonight.
You're kidding.
The emperor and most members had a strong sense of honor, but a weak sense of humor.
No joke. Now go quickly. There's no time to waste.
Have you seen the nightingale? Tiny little nightingale. Sitting in the forest, perched upon a tiny tree. Have you heard the nightingale? Tiny little nightingale. Sitting in the forest, a lovely little melody. I never seen, I never heard this absurd little bird. If you see the nightingale, if I see the nightingale, tell the little nightingale, I tell the little nightingale, hurry to the palace, the emperor has called for thee. Very well. Have you seen the nightingale? Tiny little nightingale. Sitting in the forest, perched upon a tiny tree. Nightingale? Have you heard the nightingale? Tiny little nightingale. Sitting in the forest, a lovely little melody. I've never heard, I've never seen, I don't know what you mean. If you see the nightingale, if I see the nightingale, tell the little nightingale, I'll tell the little nightingale, hurry to the palace, the emperor has called for thee. I'll tell the little nightingale, hurry to the palace, the emperor has called for thee. I'm on it, courtiers. See the nightingale. Have you heard the nightingale?
Having searched upstairs and down, near and far, inside and out, the imperial courtiers returned to the emperor. Well, what have you found?
Your Majesty, I am not certain this nightingale truly exists. It must be a fable.
You cannot believe everything contained in books.
Sometimes the stories are made up by clever people.
It's called fiction, Your Majesty. It's considered a form of art.
Which these books that I have read have been sent to me by other mighty emperors and contain no falsehood. So I want you to find me this bird, or else I shall have you all.
Your Imperial Majesty, I have found a girl who knows of the bird.
You do? Who is this girl?
A poor little maiden from the palace kitchen. Your Majesty.
Yes, have you heard of the Nightingale?
Oh yes, I know her quite well.
Tell us, young child.
Every evening I have permission to take scraps from the table home to my poor sick mother. She lives by the seashore, and as I journey back to the palace, I feel so tired that I pause to rest in the forest.
And the Nightingale flies by your side?
Oh no, the nightingale sings perch on the branches of a tall pine tree. Her music is so beautiful that it brings tears to my eyes, just as if my mother had kissed me.
The emperor, like most emperors, possessed a mighty arm, but knew when to use a gentle touch.
Will you assist me with my pursuit?
How may I help?
Will you lead my royal courtiers to the tall pine where the nightingale sings?
It would be my honor, Your Majesty. Let's go. Follow me, as we travel toward the sea. Follow me, to the nightingale in the tree. Rolling through the garden, past the flowering lawn, I can hear her singing. That's only the sound of a frog. Follow me, as we travel toward the moving closer now, I can hear her singing, and it's the sound of a cat. Follow me, as we in the tree. I don't see it. Look there, where the branches part to reveal the midday sun.
That's her. Sing, Nightingale, sing!
Shh! You'll frighten her away.
It appears that she's already been frightened. She's so ill.
The courtiers never imagined the nightingale to be such a little, plain, simple thing.
Perhaps too many travelers have looked upon her already.
Yes, a bird so plain is certainly not worthy of appearing at the Emperor's festival tonight.
She'll never do.
But you haven't heard her sing yet. Remember, even the simplest bloom in the Emperor's garden smells just as sweet as the most splendid flower.
Well then, let's hear this splendid flower sing, shall we?
Have patience, everyone. She's just a little bit shy. Nightingale, nightingale, high up in the tree. Nightingale, nightingale, sing your song
satisfied by her performance, the group shared the Emperor's wishes with the Nightingale.
Little Nightingale, the Emperor has sent us into the woods to come and find you.
We have the great pleasure of inviting you to a court festival this evening where you will delight the Emperor with your charming song.
How important you will be when the Emperor looks upon you with favorable eyes.
Soon all of China will know of the revered Nightingale with a voice so lovely and delicate as a butterfly's wings.
The Nightingale had always believed her music sounded best in the green wood, but still she agreed to go.
Thank
Wonderful.
Thank you. Now back to the palace.
Follow me.
The doctor lay a little girl led the crowd of youth and the Nightingale on her journey from the shore of the deep blue sea through the green forest, past the flowery garden wall to the Emperor's porcelain palace.
And when they arrived, the palace was glittered with the light of 10,000 gold lanterns. The Nightingale was given a special seat of honor atop a golden bridge, displaying to it all the new guests and the little Emperor.
The nightingale graciously declined.
Perhaps you wear this jewelry as a token of my gratitude. No thank you, she replied. How then shall I honor you for bringing such joy to my heart?
The nightingale explains that having seen tears in the eyes of an emperor, she could wish for nothing more.
All hail the wondrous Nightingale!
From that moment on, the nightingale was commanded to stay in the imperial palace. She was kept upon the golden perch to the left side of the emperor's throne, so that she would be nearest to his heart.
The nightingale was given the liberty to rise twice per day and once per night, but only when escorted by the courtiers who held silken ribbons tied to her legs.
The whole city soon spoke of the wonderful bird, and when two people met, one would say night, and the other would reply gale.
Important names for water in their mouths, two of colors who sound like the nightingale.
11 grocer children were named after the bird, but not one of them could sing a note.
Truly, the nightingale was a resounding success.
One day, a great package arrived for the emperor. It was delivered to him by the little girl in the kitchen, who had been promoted to the position of the imperial package bringer, as a reward for finding the nightingale.
Excuse me, Your Majesty.
Yes, what is it?
I have another package for you. This one is from the Emperor of Japan.
Is it another book? I certainly enjoyed the last one.
On the package is written The Nightingale.
Then it must be another book. Shall we open it?
Of course, Your Majesty.
How curious.
It's certainly not a book at all.
What do you suppose it is?
Perhaps it is a clock?
Where are the hands?
Then maybe a crown?
Doesn't fit on my head.
Then maybe a shoe?
Only one? The emperor, like most emperors, was more accustomed to asking questions than knowing answers. So he summoned his courtiers. Courtiers?
Yes, Your Majesty?
Yes, Your Majesty.
The imperial package bringer has sent me a parcel from the Emperor of Japan, and this was what was inside.
It's beautiful. Look at how the rubies and the sapphires shine. See how the diamonds sparkle?
It's a work of art, Your Majesty, modeled after our very own Nightingale.
Perhaps it sings like our very own nightingale, too. Of course. Why the tiny key on her back?
How delightful!
How exquisite.
It does sing.
Let's hear it again.
Perfect.
As lovely as can be.
All were completely satisfied with the mechanical bird. I have an idea. Now both nightingales will sing. What a lovely duet it will be.
Ridiculous!
Terrible.
That wasn't pleasant at all.
Well, it certainly is not the fault of the mechanical bird. Its notes are clear and in perfect rhythm.
In fact, the new nightingale's music completely satisfied the music master's taste, but the real nightingale sang in her own natural way, as free as when she lived in the tall pine.
So the two did not compliment each other at all.
Perhaps we should place it upon the golden perch.
Oh yes, a bird so lavishly adored would certainly look grand sitting next to the Emperor.
Fearing that the real nightingale might fall out of favor, and knowing that it longed to be in the woods, the little girl hatched a plan.
Shall we listen?
Little nightingale, oh little nightingale.
and the nightingale escaped, the emperor and his courtiers listened to the mechanical bird over and over.
Never did its pitch waver, and never did its tempo slow.
33 times she warbled her consistent tune.
It was as successful as the hummingbird, only much greater to look at, for its golden wings sparkled like smooth bracelets.
I've heard enough.
But Your Majesty, may we hear it once more?
I think the real nightingale ought to take a turn. When the emperor and his courtiers turned their attention to their golden perch, they were surprised to discover that the nightingale was not there. Where is my nightingale?
She's gone.
Flown away. Ungrateful bird.
How dare she disobey me?
She's dead! Dead to my kingdom!
With respect, Your Majesty, we still have the best nightingale here. Shall we listen?
Having banished the real nightingale, the emperor moved quite sound in the mechanical bird and placed it upon the golden perch beside his throne.
The courtiers began a campaign declaring that the jewel nightingale a national treasure. The chief of staff told citizens of its great worth. The physician spoke of the healing powers of its music, and the timekeeper marveled at the intricate designs of its cogs and wheels.
But it was the music maker who took the most pride in boasting about the mechanical qualities. She wrote 25 detailed books that contained difficult words like
Pianissimo.
and
Minuendo.
All the citizens pretended to understand,
brilliant.
so informative, because they hoped to appear intelligent.
As the year passed, the courtiers and all the Chinese people learned the bird's song. They how gurgled and thrilled the fame of melody everywhere they went.
One evening, as the emperor sat and listened to the birds, something went horribly wrong.
The emperor summoned his courtiers. Courtiers,
Yes, Your Majesty?
something has happened to our celebrated bird. It made those peculiar noises and then it stopped singing.
Noises? What kinds of noises?
First it made a ping,
Ping?
then it made a whirr,
How strange.
then it made a conk,
Clunk.
and then
Anything else?
it made a whistling snap.
That can't be good.
Physician, perhaps do you have any medicine for this?
I'm afraid not. I don't have any medicine for this.
Timekeeper, perhaps you can help?
And indeed, the timekeeper could help. Quickly, he began examining the bird. It's difficult to say for certain what he really did, but after a great deal of poking and tinkering around inside the bird, the timekeeper declared that the bird's working again. Kind of.
Yes, the bird has been repaired, but it must be used very carefully.
May I hear it sing?
Perhaps, Your Majesty. You see, the cogs inside are very worn and cannot be replaced, so the bird must sing as little as possible.
Then it shall sing once a year.
Well, I for one assume that the bird is as good as ever, and I look forward to hearing it sing again.
Next.
Yes, next year.
5 years passed and the bird did sing again, 5 more times, but it never sounded quite the same. Its voice had become tired, and its throat had become strained.
The emperor too had grown weary. A great illness had overcome him, and he now lay sick and fell upon his throne.
for the beloved emperor.
In time, the emperor became so ill that he was not expected to live. Realizing that the time had come to move on, China set out a new emperor.
How long have I been lying here?
For many weeks, Your Majesty.
And how long until I lie here no more?
Not long, Your Majesty. Not long.
Excuse me, Imperial Nurse.
Yes?
The time has come for us to agree to the emperor. Everybody has already gone, so we must depart.
I'm sorry, Your Majesty. I have to leave you now.
Go if you must. You too? Eventually, the Imperial Palace was completely empty. Every room and hall silent, every door lit and still.
All alone, the emperor lay pale and stiff on his throne. His rest was turbulent and fitful, for in his troubled sleep, strange faces began to appear.
Some of the faces were ugly and frightening. Others were lovely and kind. They spoke to the emperor of his good and bad deeds. They were the voices of the past.
Do you remember this? Do you remember that? We're the voices of the past. Rat-tat-tat. Do you remember that? Do you remember this? We're the voices of the past. Rat-tat-tat. Remember when the things
strike the gong himself.
Precious bird, sing, praise, sing. I placed you upon the golden perch and showered you with praise. So sing your tune once more.
But the bird remained silent because the emperor had no strength to wind it up.
The poor emperor felt as though a great weight was on his chest. He could scarcely breathe.
And with a heavy heart he closed his eyes, for he believed all hope was lost.
Your Majesty, I have come from the seashore where my mother lives. Please don't be angry, but I've brought the Nightingale. She has heard of your illness and has a gift for you.
Yes, what is it?
A simple song.
Soon the nightingale's music filled the emperor with the strength of life, and he visited himself up to sit alone on his golden throne once again.
Thank you, precious bird. I stand to speak for my kingdom once, but yet again you charmed away the evil voices of my enemies. How may I ever repay you?
The nightingale told the emperor she had already been rewarded, but she drew tears from her eyes the very first time she sang to him.
Morning dawned, and soon the courtiers returned to find the emperor in good health. Quickly, the sun and the shining people became at once to greet their beloved emperor.
Each and every night to sing her song for him. In exchange, he agreed to never tell anyone the little bird who told him all about the outside world. In time, the emperor and most emperors came to know that beauty cannot be found in the ground, but in the heart and soul of every man, woman, child, and bird.
Christmas 2011. And look who's joined us. Oreo? She cleans herself a lot. Do you like your new friends, Daisy? We can't find Snickers right now. Daisy, where's the kitty? We don't know. Okay.
Where's Oreo? More Snickers.
Oreo's in the dining room.
Do I really need to do this?
Yes, it's part of the tradition.
I'm not
Look.
5.
Baby Keenan's gonna take the cookies to Santa. Kendall?
Alright, are you ready?
They'll be doing this when they're in college.
Daisy, stop. Daisy's gonna want to go that spin on the cats.
Look at this picture. I just got in here. Here's the year where Keenan started to protest.
But he still wants to have a cookie. There's Snickers. Hey, Snickers, come here.
Daisy, go up.
Come here, Snickers.
She's making care less about you.
Snickers?
She was sitting in the dining
She's
room.
about-
She went to the other dining room chair now. She's where I was sitting.
Someone's adjusted a little bit easier than someone else.
Yeah, except for the
Oh, Santa came. Here in 2011. The lights aren't working. But here's an elf.
Oh, we got the big-eyed stuffed animals. Keenan gets a little Rudolph and I get a penguin.
And then Snickers pranced through
The Snickers
door.
came in.
Snickers is like, yeah.
Racing down the hall.
It's just like,
Merry Christmas, everybody.
Merry Christmas,
I got
Gigi.
well again.
Merry Christmas.
How do you know?
No. Not so much that you're not hurrying up.
Up.
Okay.
Mommy's looking for her camera. Did you just have it?
Good.
Yeah, I just got it.
Daisy, did you eat it? Daisy?
I'm just gonna go follow Mommy.
Move much, you should know.
Or should name him Go Away.
Or like,
He's pretty small.
Yeah. True. That's so true.
No, it's not true. Keenan's awesome. She's just jealous.
See.
Oh, moving back and forth. Very.
Stuff
This goes to Dad.
Planner.
Alright, Kitty,
Bite.
enough.
Hi, Dad.
Here's the view out of our hotel room here in Santa Monica. We just got here.
Hi. Yes, I was saying hi for some special reason. What are you wiping on there? Water. I love water.
Wait, do that again,
hi.
Kendall.
No.
No one wants that stick in the mud.
How you feeling, Mom? I'm not getting you, Kendall. And let's see, our hotel's over there somewhere.
Yeah, they're just the people who are down there. The people who are.
Look how close we are. He's getting a picture. Big bracket. Here's our little kitties. Don't you find any, Daisy?
I'm in it for the candy.
Not the money?
Yeah, money too.
I got some money ones too. What are they?
They're like little fruit chews.
There used to be an Easter egg there.
$15, 16, and then another $1. $2.75.
Budding accountants.
$3.
Here we are in Boston. The old steakhouse. This is Mommy during her photography phase. And these are the less than willing. There she is. Less than willing models.
Suddenly feels that the Empire has gotten away with it. They've pulled a fast one because these 6 men killed 5 people out here in the street. Well, they go free.
There's those smiles again.
It's really bad. He was a really bad tax collector. So bad he was elected 9 times to be a tax collector.
So much history. Kind of close to the Old North Church. Paul Revere's house.
Are we gonna go in it or not?
Yeah, we are going in.
Okay.
All the kids on a field trip.
This used to be a highway when we were here before. Here we are in the public garden. The walk continues. In the parade.
You're in charge, Tracer.
What is 14?